About 24 hours after the tragic death of One Direction singer Liam Payne, Argentinian officials have confirmed the official cause of death. Fair warning, it's disturbing. Per E! Online, local authorities determined that the official cause of Payne's passing was something called polytraumatism, which essentially means there were multiple traumatic injuries that contributed to his death. The report also noted that internal and external hemorrhaging were significant factors. When first responders encountered the scene, it was initially determined that resuscitation was not viable. According to authorities in Argentina, the injuries were so severe that the team could do absolutely nothing. Payne was pronounced dead at the scene, shocking fans across the world. With the toxicology report still pending, it's possible that there's still more to know about how the singer ended up falling from his hotel balcony. The report further explained the head injuries were sufficient to cause death, while the internal and external hemorrhages in the skull, thorax, abdomen, and limbs contributed to the mechanism of death. According to the autopsy release, there was no evidence of defensive wounds. This means Payne essentially fell of his own accord, but the toxicology report has yet to be finalized, so we don't have the full picture. However, E! Online notes that first responders claim to have found a series of substances that were then taken for processing from his room. Payne had struggled with substance abuse disorder in the past and had gotten sober as recently as 2023. Though he was not mentioned by name, there was a call made to a Buenos Aires emergency line from the hotel shortly before the tragic event. In the call, a staff member was asking for assistance for, quote, a guest who was under the influence of drugs and alcohol and who had destroyed some objects in the room. The caller goes on to state that the person in question did have a room with a balcony, and there was concern about their safety. Payne and his girlfriend Kate Cassidy had been in Argentina since early October, stopping by to watch fellow One Directioner Niall Horan perform. However, at the time of Payne's passing, Cassidy had already flown back to the USA, meaning Payne was alone at the time of his death. Posting on Snapchat about seeing his old bandmate, Payne stated,
"It's been a while since me and Niall have spoken. We've got a lot to talk about."
He went on to say,
"And I would like to square up a couple things with the boy. No bad vibes or nothing like that."
It's no secret that Payne has had several fallouts with One Direction bandmates, although he said that the boys had stuck by him in a video posted to his YouTube channel.
The rest of the boys have really stuck by me, and when I needed them most, they, kind of came to the rescue.
Payne was a young father to his son Bear, and leaves behind his son's mother, Cheryl Cole, his parents, and his sisters. The entire family is asking for space to process and grieve during this time. In a statement provided to the BBC, the family said, "Liam will forever live in our hearts, and we'll remember him for his kind, funny, and brave soul. We are supporting each other the best we can as a family, and ask for privacy and space at this awful time." Payne's ex-bandmates also recently shared a statement which reads, "We're completely devastated by the news of Liam's passing. In time, and when everyone is able to, there will be more to say. But for now, we will take some time to grieve and process the loss of our brother, who we loved dearly. The memories we shared with him will be treasured forever." They ended the statement by writing, "For now, our thoughts are with his family, his friends, and the fans who loved him alongside us. We will miss him terribly. We love you, Liam." All the while, tributes and words of love are pouring in from fans and previous collaborators alike. May Payne's loved ones find peace and comfort in the wake of this tragedy. If you or anyone you know needs help with addiction issues, help is available. Visit the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration website or contact SAMHSA's National Helpline at 1-800-662-HELP.